Hey Stampers and Crafters, thanks for tuning in today. Today I want to show you how to make the tea light candle holders out of cardstock and vellum. This one I did case from someone on Pinterest. I just thought it was a really cute one. It's using the Holiday Home stamp set and the Home Holiday Framelit dies. And I'm really hoping that Stampin' Up! Comes out with some more stamp sets for these, because this is just a cute little die set. So that's this one, and as you can see, I've done the taller house on this side with the little wreath and then the Christmas lights here. So that's one. The one we're going to make today out of Lost Lagoon is this one, and this is with the Festival of Trees stamp set and the tree punch. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, I start out with a 5.5 by 9-inch piece of paper, and I score it 2 1/8, 4 1/4, 6 3/8, and 8 1/2. Turn it, and I score at 1 1/4. Okay, so that's my base for the tea light holder. Okay, so here's a plain piece of cardstock already scored, and the first thing we're going to do is, before we do any cutting, is we're going to fold on this bottom. That's going to be the bottom of it, of our tea light holder, and then we're going to punch out. Oh wait, sorry. First we're going to put the top in. We're going to do the topper. And what I did on the topper is I used some washi tape, and I lined it up right here where this little canal is on both sides, so it would make it easier, because that is 2 inches here. But we've made our project 2 1/8, and that's so at these folds it doesn't overlap. We've got a good crease there, and it doesn't overlap. So I've already scored my lines, and now I'm going to slide it into the topper punch. And if you look here, the way I'm doing it is this line is right on the outside. We've got a little shadow there. Okay, this line is right on the outside of that canal, and this line is right on the outside. So that's pretty important that you do that, so your topper will line up just right. And then I'm going to punch. Okay, and then I'm going to move it over. I pushed it all the way to the forward. I didn't tell you that, but I did push it all the way forward. Okay, same thing. This score line is lined up right on the outside of the canal, and this score line is right on the outside of the canal. And I'm going to punch. Again, move it over. Do the same thing. Okay. And one more time. Get that out of the shadow so you can see it. See where it's lined up right there on each side of that canal. Okay, so there is my topper punch at the top. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it on the bottom score line, and now I'm going to punch with the tree. And again, I used washi tape, and I lined it right up on the center of that tree and brought it around, because when I get ready to punch out my tree, I want to make sure it's centered. So I center it on the top of the punch out for the topper punch. So I center it right there. And you can, whatever makes it easier for you to center it. And we're going to mess up that bottom tab a little bit, but it's just easier if I fold it before I do any cutting, line that up, and punch it out. Okay, and you have some little trees left over, so save those. You can use those for tags. Okay, so we're going to line that up right in the center, punch it. And you kind of get a little thing that looks like a little boat. So same thing, push it down, line it up in the center. I'm lining it up at the center of the topper tag right there. Okay, and so this is the base for my tea light. Okay, now I'm going to do some trimming. I don't need this piece here, so I'm going to trim it off. And don't worry about this, because it's not going to show at all. I've got a plan to cover that up. So I cut all this out. Okay, cut all these little V's out. Okay, and then we're going to cut this little piece off right here because we don't need it. Okay, I still don't want to do any more folds, okay, because I need to put my vellum in there. Okay, now I'm going to bring over the one that I'm doing with Lost Lagoon, and let me put some dark paper here so you can see it. This is the one that I've already cut out using Lost Lagoon, just like I showed you with the white paper, but now I'm doing Lost Lagoon. And the reason I want to show you this on the black and the original finished product is so you can see how I'm lining up my little Christmas trees. I have already stamped my Christmas tree on the vellum, the sheets of vellum, and I use the StazOn white ink. Okay, and then I used this stamp on the Festivals of Trees stamp set. Okay, the reason I went ahead and stamped it is because I kind of wanted it to dry. I don't want it to smear, and sometimes white ink takes a little longer drying. So I stamped 4 of these, and it's on a piece of paper or vellum that's 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I stamped it first, and then I cut it out. So, but now I'm going to line it up, and that's the reason that I have the black paper there, because it will help me line it up in that cutout. And the way that I attach the vellum is I just use snail. Just go around the edge a little bit, just enough to hold it in. Okay, and then when I have the black paper, I can see, this is the inside of my project, but I can line that right up in that cutout. Okay, and that's not going to show, that snail's not going to show on the outside. So here I have it, how it's finished. Okay, I have all my little trees decorated or attached to it, and for the to top it off, I'm using the Itty Bitty accent punch and silver glimmer paper, and I just punched out 4 stars to put on the top of my tree, and of course I'm going to attach them with glue dots. So we'll get those on there. And one little star's hiding from me, so I'll punch one more. Okay. I found it, so I have an extra star now. Okay. So there we have our box. Okay, now to finish it, and on the red one, I went around the edge with the chalk marker and just put some edging around it. I kind of like to finish it up that way. I'm not going to do the Lost Lagoon one, but just to let you know that there's another way that you can finish it out. So I've got all my fold lines, all my score lines folded, and I'm just going to fold this over. Take off my sticky strip, which I put along there, and then just fold this over. Finish that up. Okay, so now we have that, and then to finish off my box, all I did on this for now is I just did 2 little pieces of sticky strip on that, because you see how it's kind of messed up from when the punch did it. It's okay, because we're going to cover all that up. You won't even know it. So take off that sticky strip. Okay, and then square up my box. Kind of wants to interlock a little bit, but I just need to hold that down. Okay. Okay, so there's my box, and I have a funny little thing. So to finish off that bottom so it's nice and neat, I took a 2 just under 2 1/8 by 2 1/8 square, and I'm putting fast fuse on it, and I'm going to put it on the bottom. Just line it up like that. Okay, and then I take the Stampin' Mist bottle and kind of punch it down to hold it in there. Okay, so that finishes off that bottom really nice. Well, I still have a problem inside. I don't know if you can see it, but I want to finish that off too. So I'm going to do the same thing. Only I'm going to put it inside. And I just kind of set it down in there and let it fall, which it did. And then I'm going to use this bottle, just kind of, okay, tap it in. Okay, and there you have the finished one. And again, I have a Lost Lagoon ribbon to put on it to finish it up, decorate it a little bit. Let's get this black paper out of here. It's kind of making it dark. Here we go. Yeah, so I can finish off with ribbon, finish off with stitching, maybe trim it out with silver marking, you know, whatever you want to finish it off with. So there you have it. Let's put a little tea light in there to see how it looks. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. I hope it helped you.